Now, did you know that not every man that is having extramarital affair is cheating? Come closer, bring your ears. Let me tell you something. No be every person, no be every man wey because say you know him wife, you go come dey tell am say him dey cheat on him wife. The reason is simple. In Nigeria, there are three forms of marriages. We have the customary marriage, what you know as traditional marriage. We also have Islamic marriage, and lastly, we have statutory marriage, what is popularly known as court marriage, even though it's wrong. The proper terminology is statutory marriage or marriage under the act. Now, marriage is a contract. What is a contract? The contract is an agreement between two or three persons that is enforceable in the court of law. That is what a contract is. Because not every agreement is enforceable in the court of law. But those ones, those agreements that are enforceable in the court of law is what we otherwise will call contract. So marriage is one of such contracts. And now, there are different kinds of contracts. There are different kinds of marriages. So every contract has rights and restrictions and liabilities inside the contract. So we call it either express terms, the ones that you expressly say this is what we'll do, this is what we'll do, and it's penned down, or we have implied terms. There is also unwritten contract that has implied terms that we already know that these are the terms of this contract. Just like you go to the market and there's no written contract, but you tell the seller you want to buy tomato, she gives you the tomato, you pay for. That's actually a contract that took place. There was offer, acceptance, and consideration, but there is no written. So if the lady goes back home and there's issues with the tomato, she can enforce the contract. But there was no paper, there was no written, nothing is written. So there's marriage, traditional marriage, and Islamic marriage is one of such kind of contract. For marriage, there is express terms of the rights, liabilities, and otherwise of the man and the woman in the Marriage Act. It is expressly written. This is what you can do, this is what you cannot do, and then this is what needs to happen before you can say you want to divorce. Now, for customary marriage and Islamic marriage, the man is allowed to have two or three wives. Go and ask your father, go and ask your mother. I am not the one that made your tradition or your custom. So you cannot be telling a man who contracted only a customary marriage or Islamic marriage that he's cheating on his wife. As in how? The contract that allows him to add more wives. It is on the strength of that contract that you are calling him a cheat. Make it make sense. Now I understand the mix of culture and the spread of culture and everything. I'm not against it. What I am only saying is that know what you are getting into. Don't go and contract customary marriage and expect the rights of a statutory married woman, because your friend that did what you call the court marriage and her husband is faithful, you that did customary marriage, your husband is cheating, and your friend is telling you things in your ears and you want to come and exercise that right, you are setting yourself up for trouble. Trouble. I know there is religious influence, there is Western culture influencing everything, no problem. The issue is, legally speaking, right now in Nigeria, you cannot tell a customarily married man that he's cheating. Now, I'm not too sure for Islamic marriage, but I believe the same position applies. But you cannot tell him that he's cheating on his wife, because the wife knows that the kind of marriage I contracted with my husband allows him to even bring the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, as much as he can carry. So how is that such a man cheating on his wife? Meet me in the comment section. Tell me everything you have to tell me. Don't forget, subscribe.